The growth of a company is limited by the growth of its leaders. My challenge to you is to grow your leadership skills as fast as your company is growing. Because if your company is growing and you're not, you become the problem. These Gold Dolphins, and for me to have these things on, I had to go through a long qualification process. And when they thought I knew what I was talking about, they would sign my qual card. I'd have to do that and go through every single system on board the submarine, and then I'd have to go through a set of oral interviews, and then I'd have to go to the captain, and once the captain said, "You're qualified," then I could put these on. Then I could drive the submarine on behalf of the captain. The second decision is the choice to become a qualified entrepreneur. And then the second part of getting qualified and the second decision is to pick your role. The role of the leader is somebody who says, I want to get qualified, I want to take this company to the next level, I want to grow as fast as a company, I want to grow my leadership skills, I want to double my personal capacity. That's what the leader is going to say leaving this room. I want to be that leader. I want to be the one who is doing everything I can to lead. The role player says, I love sales. I love customer service. I love marketing. I don't want to be the leader. This is a really critical point. That's okay. There are no right and wrong. Being a leader right now and saying, I want to be a role player, is one of the greatest gifts you could give your company if that's the right decision.
If you're an organizational leader and you're looking to get your organization to the next level, forget about all the big consulting companies. Actually go to the people who have been there and done that, have taken a company from out of their basement to an Inc. 500 company.
What makes you qualified to run your organization in the next 3 to 5 years? In the Navy, before they let me drive a submarine, you had to go through a long process. On your desk, you have a bunch of signature blocks, but the only person who's going to sign that is you. So if you think you're qualified in the questions that I ask you today, sign away. If you think you have some more things to learn, then you can keep that signature block, but only you are going to make that decision as we go through.
I think my company will definitely be better from what I learned today. I don't see how it could. I mean, this is some of the stuff is life-changing. I think it will as well for my people, for their development.
Do you know enough about growing your business that you can ask really thought-provoking questions to them, because you don't have to know all the right answers. If you could become twice as good asking the right questions, what could that do in your company? I went through and looked over the last 20 years and studied the data on the top 10 reasons that companies fail or underperform. What I did was I created a checklist, chapter by chapter, of what I considered to be the things that you need to do to be qualified to run your organization.
Randy has a unique ability to take entrepreneurs at different levels and leaders at different levels and speak to them at where they're at in their entrepreneurial or leadership journeys.
I challenged you at the beginning of the day to get outside your comfort zone. She came in front of everybody. She didn't want to do it, but she really wanted the book.
There were several points that I could apply immediately to running my new business.
I cannot stand leaving one of these conferences with 100 pages of notes, a million action items. So I tried to create something for you that you could have in your hand, that if you lost everything else, you keep that one-page sheet, you got something. Because that's your material, that's not mine. Those are my questions, your answers.
When it comes to personal responsibility, I think a lot of executives, business professionals, entrepreneurs get so focused oftentimes on the task at hand or the mission that's right in front of them that they often don't have the time to actually step back and do an honest self-assessment.
I want to challenge your self-awareness. First goal, are you the right person in the right seat for the next 3 to 5 years? Not only I want you to think, are you the right person, but would your employees say that you're the right person in the right seat? And what I would suggest is that you fill some of these in pencil, because some of these questions you may want to go back and change the answers after we're done today. I can't tell you how many times I have heard in strategic commitments, I am going to lose weight this year. I am going to spend more time with my kids this year. I am going to have more dinners with my spouse this year. I would like to change the dynamics of this. We love business. We come to forums. We come to this. We're here. We're learning. It's all about learning. But we all have personal lives. My third thing was to come up with some non-negotiables for you. If you want to change the way that your health is, and you say, I need to work out more, you will fail. I'm going to be very straightforward in this because I just see it. My feeling is you need to be 100% selfish when it comes to your health. No matter what happened in the last 25 years at noon, I would go and I would work out because that set the tone for my company that it was okay to do that. The challenge in this is not what do you need to commit to, but what do you need to schedule first. The reason companies stop growing is that their leaders stop growing. So here's what I'm going to challenge you to do today. As you're thinking about your business, as you're thinking about self-awareness, as you're thinking about that sheet of paper, I'm going to challenge you to grow your leadership skills as fast as your company is growing. Otherwise, you're the problem. And you know what? I will be the first to raise my hand because I will do this throughout the day because every single thing that I'm asking you to do, I screwed up first.
Randy is relatable. He is that operational leader. He doesn't talk in philosophy, he talks in real world experiences, and that's one thing that he relates all of his main points in his books, how to relate that directly to the entrepreneur, not just in philosophy, but in actual execution.
Leadership is a privilege. It has to be earned over and over and over. It's not a right. We don't get the title without having to earn it. And it doesn't stop when you're qualified.